Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss wasn't here. Do you mean Cat in the Hat? This happens all the time. Believe it or not, Dr. Seuss was not a cat. I know, that's crazy. So Cat in the Hat was your favorite? All right, raise your hand if you agree. Cat in the Hat was your favorite today. All right, hands down. Raise your hand if you have a different favorite character of today. Yes, ma'am. All of them. I like that. Very political. I get that. I would have to say the same too. All right, raise your hand if you have a different favorite character. Yes, sir. Thing number 2? Oh, thing number 2. Raise your hand if your favorite was thing number 1. Raise your hand if your favorite was thing number 2. Raise your hand if you really don't care and you're just raising your hand because I keep saying it. Yeah, I get that. All right, now if we have a favorite character, we cannot make that decision without it being justified. And so I think we need to justify our decision by putting our favorite characters to the test. Do you all agree? And I think what better way to choose a favorite than to put them in a dance-off? All right, so thing 1 and thing 2, because you're a duo, it's easier on you. So I'm going to make you go first. All right, so I need you to come on down, and I'm going to give you a 5, 6, 7, 8, and you need to show them why you should be their favorites, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Give it up for thing 1 and thing 2. Solid start. It's lacking originality because I did know that dance before, but I do like your commitment to the dance. It's a paving way. You're so good. Don't be sad. All right, Sam, I am. You're up next, okay? All right, come on down. I'll give you a 5, 6, 7, 8. And show them like you're my favorite, okay? All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Sam! Make some noise for Sam, I am. This is a family event. All right, Kat, you're a lot of people's favorites. People even think you're Dr. Seuss, that's how famous you are. All right, so I need you to come on down and earn your title as champion, okay? I'll give you a 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! Make some noise for Cat in the Hat! All right, we've seen them all dance despite what we might have wanted. We saw them all dance, so now it's time to put it to a vote. And here on the Carnival Conquest, we vote by a round of applause. So I need everybody to make some noise. If your favorites today are thing 1 and thing 2, wow, that was really honest. That was crazy. All right, moving on. All right, make some noise if your favorite was Sam, I am. Sam, you've got some real fans out there. All right, make some noise if your favorite was Cat in the Hat. All right, it's a very close call. It's honestly really hard to decide who's the winner, but make some noise for today's winner, Cat in the Hat. All right, I've put them to too much work, so it's time to say goodbye to our friends, okay? Everybody say bye, thing 1 and thing 2. Thank you so much for showing us your dance. All right, he has to go back to the kitchen and prepare dinner for you all. Everybody say bye, Sam, I am.
Bye, Sam, I am.
And give another congratulations to your winner today, Cat in the Hat, and say goodbye, Cat in the Hat.
Goodbye, Cat in the Hat.
See you later.
See you later.
I like that you just keep repeating what I do. It's really fun for me. All right, so it is time for today's story time, but I am not your narrator today. We do have a different person telling the story today. It is the best dressed on this ship, the most famous woman on this ship, and my favorite storyteller. Make some noise for your cruise director, Savannah!
Savannah!
Hi, everybody! Everyone say bye, Ryan! Well, hello, everybody, and welcome into the Toulouse-Lautrec Theater for our story time reading today. My name is Savannah. I'm your cruise director. Can I get a hey, Savannah?
Hey, Savannah!
Now, I know if you're inside this room right now, that means you are a Dr. Seuss fan just like me. I am a big fan of Dr. Seuss, and you know what? Today, we're going to be playing or reading one of my favorite Dr. Seuss stories. Now, I need to know, out there in the audience, does anybody know what story we're reading today? Anybody? Any clues out there? If you know, put a hand in the air. Right here, tiny hand, tell me.
1 fish, 2 fish.
Dr. Seuss is a great story time writer, but not the one we're reading today. What about you? Green eggs and ham? Fantastic story. Not the one we're telling today. Tiny little hand right here. Hi. Can you say it? Not Elsa today. Although Frozen, great story. What about you in the blue? Think about it. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Great story. Not the one we're telling today. Right over here, tell me. The Grinch. Another great story. Not the one we're telling today. What about you in the front? What the I Want to Be in the Zoo book is a great book, but it's not the one we're reading today. Oh my gosh, what about over here? Think about it. Real big. No, over here. Green Eggs and Ham, great one. Not the one today. ABC is a great Dr. Seuss book. Sure. Over here, right here. What is it called? Horton Hears a Who is correct. Today we are telling the story of Horton Hears a Who. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Hi, Ryan. Hello. Ryan. What? Ryan? Okay. That was a little bit rude, but I guess it brings us to the context of our story here today. This story is one of my favorites because it's about really knowing that a person is a person no matter how small. Everyone should be treated equally and everybody deserves to be heard. Am I right? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about throughout the story. Now, I'm going to have a lot of friends up on stage helping me to tell the story today. But I'm thinking because there's all of you out here today, you can help us out too. What do we think? Awesome. Okay, now the story of Horton Hears a Who is actually in two different locations. We're going to start in the town of Whoville. Now, out there in the town of Whoville, there are tiny little Whos everywhere, and there's a whole lot of tiny little U's all over the place as well. So I'm thinking you could be my Who's today. Throughout the story, they need the animals in the jungle of Nool to be able to hear them. So they say really loud, "We are here." Can you give it a go? Ready? 1, 2, 3. He was very excited. We'll try it again. 1, 2, 3. That was really good, but I don't think that was everybody. We're going to try it one more time, a little louder, and now everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was everybody that time. I heard it. I did. All right, family. I think it is officially time for you all to meet the mayor of Whoville themselves. Please make some noise for our mayor, everybody. Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Hi. Oh, you can see me this time. Yes, I got it. Perfect. All right, now, family, this is your mayor of Whoville today. Ryan up on the stage with us. Now, the mayor, tell us, are you ready for our story time today? Always. Perfect. Now, they are too. They've actually been practicing. They're going to be our Who's down there in Whoville. Do you want to show them that we are here? Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. We are here! So good! Oh my gosh, they're excellent at it today. All right, now you've officially met your mayor. It's time for us to take a little stroll down to the jungle of Nool. Now, out there in the jungle of Nool, there are so many different animals that are going to be joining us on the stage. But the first is the villains in our story. And what makes a better villain than a kangaroo? Please welcome to the stage our kangaroos, everybody. Let them hear it. There's only 2 kangaroos. Okay. But look, if you didn't already know, my accent can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but I'm actually from Australia. And that's where the kangaroos come from too. Now, I know that when you see a kangaroo around, there's never just 2. There's always a whole bunch, 5, 6, 7, or even 8 kangaroos all together. Because there's so many of you out there today, do you think you could be our kangaroos too? Yeah? Whenever you hear this noise, I need you up on your feet, bouncing like a kangaroo. Let's go! Everybody, up on your feet, bouncing like a kangaroo. Very nice work. Very good bouncing. Up the top as well. I see you. Excellent work. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. Oh gosh, careful. Don't bounce on each other. Alrighty, now family, that was really good bouncing. The thing that I did notice was it was just the kids. And at no point in our story time so far have I ever said, just the children. This is an occasion where we make family memories together, doing things together as a family, right? So kiddos, right now, I need you to look at your parents, your guardians, your grandmas, your aunties, your uncles, your sisters, your brothers. Take a look at them right now and say, It's time to bounce. Exactly, let's go. Up on your feet, come on. Very nice work. That's looking a whole lot better. Daddy bouncing in the front. Yes, very good bouncing in the side. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Good jumping at the top. I see you. Okay. Now that we've met our kangaroos, it's time for us to meet our next animal out there in the jungle of Nool. This one soars above the rest. Up high in the clouds, it's time to make some noise for our eagle, Vladikov, everybody. Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous, stunning. Yeah, ooh, yes, very good eagle work. One more time, a round of applause for Vladikov, everybody. A very beautiful, graceful eagle, but one thing I noticed is it was very quiet. Does anybody know what kind of noise an eagle makes? Some very good suggestions out there. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Now, with that being said, with our suggestions from the audience, Vladikov, what kind of noise does your eagle make? Very nice work. Excellent. Round of applause for Vlad. Nice. But you know, here at Carnival Cruise Lines, we are all-inclusive. We need to make sure that everyone feels represented and seen here on board and in all of our shows. So today, what we want to do is make sure that all over 50 different nationalities are represented on stage as much as we can. So while we saw a general eagle, we want to see eagles from different nationalities. So what might a Australian eagle sound like?
Caca, g'day, mate.
Very nice work. Okay, and what might, let's say, a Canadian eagle sound like?
Hey, caca.
And tell me, what would an English eagle sound like? Very nice work. A round of applause for Vladikov, everybody. Alrighty now, family. I know we're having a lot of fun with the eagle noises, but it's time for us to meet our next animal. The thing is, I don't actually know what kind of animal it's going to be, because there are so many animals out there in the jungle of Nool, and I know you want to see some specific animals up on the stage here today. So this is your opportunity. Don't yell it out. Pop a hand up in the air. I'll call on you. If you have a decision, an opportunity, anything you want to do, put your hand up. Tell me, what animal would you like to see on the stage today? Right here, tell me. An elephant. You might be in luck. Right over here, tell me. A lion? Nice. What about right here? A tiger. Wow, nice. Over this way, right here. A monkey. Good answer. Right here? She's a monkey. A dog? Nice. Right here. Monkey? Right here. Which one? A red cat. Specifically a red cat. Nice. Okay. Right here. A giraffe. Nice. Right here. A giraffe as well, right here. Another red cat, 2 red cats, nice. Okay, we're really big fans of red cats up here. What about you? A cheetah, nice, right here. A striped cat, we're getting really specific about the colorways of our cats today. Right here. The red, yeah. One of the fishes from redfish, bluefish, one fish, 2 fish. Oh, we're getting real deep. Okay, right here, tell me. An elephant, again, might be in luck in the stripes, tell me. A chicken, I love that answer. Right here, tell me in the back. A sleepy koala, right here. A turtle, oh, good answer. Anybody else, final opportunities? Oh, at the top, tell me. Yeah. A gorilla, nice. What about you? A penguin, all the way at the top of the yellow belly. A tiger, nice. Anyone on this side? Right here, final chance, tell me. A rabbit. Family, there have been some really good suggestions out here today. But at the end of the day, my favorite choice, my favorite suggestion made out there in the audience is a chicken. Today, as a part of our story time, we will introduce to the stage the chicken! Can we give a round of applause for the For this next animal, a lot of you are going to be very, very happy. It's time for us to introduce the star of our story. Without further ado, it is Horton the elephant, everybody. Make some noise for Horton, everyone. Hi, Horton. How are you? Hello, good to see you. Everyone say, hi, Horton. Horton, welcome to the stage. Now, we have a lot of people out there that are very excited to see you up on the stage here today. Now, this is your story, and I don't know if you know, but throughout the story, Horton always says, a person's a person, no matter how small. So throughout the story, whenever I say a person's a person, I need you to say, no matter how small. Let's try it out. A person's a person.
No matter how small.
Very nice. Let's try it one more time. Up in the balcony, not nice and loud. A person's a person.
No matter how small.
Very nice work. Okay, family, there is one last piece of our story that I'm going to need you to help us out with before we start with our story time today. Now, unfortunately, Horton loses his clover inside a massive patch of clovers. So I'm thinking, because you've been so helpful with absolutely everything else today, you could do this too. What I need you to do is be our patch of clover fields by putting your hands up in the air and then sprinkling the fingers, twinkling the fingers. Yeah, we're sprinkling today, okay? Twinkle those fingers up high, spirit fingers, beautiful. Yes, exactly, get right into it. Excellent, everybody, hands up. Gorgeous work, excellent, really nice. Okay, give yourselves a round of applause, really good. That was really, really good for most of you, but right here in this lethal whiskey shirt, right here, everyone else was doing the finger tingling, wiggling, but not you. You were looking at your phone the whole time. And in fact, we're here for a story time, family time together. So, what was your name? Deani. I would say, hi, Deani. Now, Deani, I know that you weren't intentionally not being a part of our story time today. So I'm going to give you a second opportunity, okay? And that is to do it just by yourself. Twinkle the fingers for me. Hands up in the air. Both hands for me. Both hands. Nice, Deani. There we go, family time memories together. We like it. Okay, right here, it is time for us to start our story time. Places, people. Here we go. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Noor, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool, Horton was splashing, enjoying the jungle's great joys, when Horton the elephant heard a small noise. Just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person was calling for help. Then he heard it again. That's funny, he thought Horton. He looked towards the sound. There's no one around. Now, I'll help you, said Horton. But who are you? Where? Horton looked, and he looked, but he could see nothing there but a small speck of dust blowing past through the air. Now, this speck of dust was no ordinary speck of dust. This one was special. It was different. It knew that in its duration of its life, it would be noticed. And today was this speck of dust day. It noticed that Horton was noticing it, so it decided to put on a show. It started with a full ballet routine. A beautiful balletic performance in front of Horton's eyes. Horton couldn't help but notice. So the speck of dust decided it was time to get a little more emotional, really get into it. So it decided to do a contemporary lyrical routine. Gorgeous, show the emotion, be the emotion. Wonderful. Horton was noticing, but not just enough, so the speck of dust decided to switch it up a little bit. It was time for a little funk and hip hop. Let's go. Make some noise for the speck of dust, everybody. Well done. I say, murmured Horton, I never heard tell of a small speck of dust that was able to dance so well or yell. So you know what I think? I think there must be someone on top of that small speck of dust. Some small sort of creature of a very small size. Too small to be seen by an elephant's eyes. Some small little person that's shaking with fear. That'll blow in the pool. He'll have nowhere to steer. I'll just have to save him. Because, after all, a person's a person.
No matter what fall.
Very nice. So gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great trunk through the air. He lifted that dust bag and carried it over and placed it down safe on the very soft clover. Hump! Everybody, kangaroos! Up on your feet, let's go! Kangaroos, jump in! Hump, come towards. 'Twas the sour kangaroo. And the young kangaroo said, Hump too. Now look, mate, that speck is as small as a head of a pin, mate. A person on that, why, there never has been. Believe me, said Horton, I tell you sincerely, my ears are quite keen and I heard him quite clearly. Now, look, mate, I think you are a fool, laughed the sour kangaroo. And the young kangaroo said, yeah, mate, me too. You look like the biggest blind fool in the jungle of Nool. And then the kangaroos plunged in the cool of the pool. What terrible splashing! The elephant frowned. I can't let my very small persons get drowned. I've got to protect them. I'm bigger than them. So he plucked up the clover and he hustled away. Should I put this speck down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, these very small persons may come to great harm. I can't put it down. I won't, after all. A person's a person.
No matter how small.
Very nice work. Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was so faint he could just barely hear it. Speak up, please, said Horton, and he put an ear near it.
My friend,
Came the voice.
you're a very fine friend. You've helped us all on this deathbed no end. You've saved all our houses, our ceilings, our floors. You've saved all our churches and grocery stores.
You mean? Horton gasped. You have buildings there too?
My town is called Whoville, for I am a Who, and as Who's more thankful and grateful to you.
And Horton called back to the mayor of the town. You're safe now. Don't worry. I won't let you down. But just as he spoke to the mayor of the speck, the chickens came out. The chickens made their way slowly but surely. And they climbed up Horton's neck. Those chickens came shouting, "Brat! What? This elephant's talking to who's who are not." They snatched Horton's clover and they carried it off to the black-bottom eagle. Vlad Vladikov. And before the elephant could even speak, the eagle blew up with a flower in his beak. All late into the afternoon and far up into the night, the black-bottomed bird flapped his wings in fast flight, while Horton chased after with groans of the stones that tattered his toenails and battered his bones. And he begged, please, don't harm all my little folks who have as much right to live as us bigger folks do. But far beyond him, the eagle kept flapping, and over his shoulder he called back, "Quit your yapping. I'm flying than I do. I'm a bird. I don't mind it. And I'll hide this tomorrow, but you'll never find it." And then at 6:56 the next morning he did it. It sure was a terrible place that he hid it. He let that small clover jump somewhere inside of a great batch of clovers. Hands up, twinkle the fingers. There we go, spirit fingers, good job, well done. 100 miles wide. Fine that, sneered the bird, but I think you will fail. And then he left with a flip of his black bottom tail. I'll find it, cried Horton. I'll find it, or bust. I shall find my friends on that small speck of dust. And clover by clover with care, he picked up and searched them and called, "Are you there?" On through the afternoon, hour after hour, till he found them, at last, on the 3 millionth flower. "My friends," called the elephant, "tell me, do tell, are you safe? Are you sound? Are you whole? Are you well?" From down on the speck came the voice of the mayor.
We've really had trouble, much more than our share. So Horton, please,
Pleaded the voice of that man.
will you stick by us Who's while we're making repairs?
"Of course," Horton answered. "Of course I will stick. I will stick by you small folks through thin and through thick." Everybody kangaroos, let's go up on your feet, come on! Kangaroos! Now, little mate, for all or wild and insisted on chatting with persons that have just simply never existed. So I'm here to state, it's not the big kangaroo, that your silly, nonsensical games are all through. And the Yak and Pat said, yeah, mate, me too. With the help of the animal crew, the chickens, the tigers, the red cats, and the bunnies too, whose help I have engaged, you are going to be roped up and you are going to be caged. Now, Mr. Mayor Horton called. Mr. Mayor, you've got to prove now that you really are there. His people cried loudly. They cried out in fear. We are here. Let me hear you.
We are here.
Bring it up now.
We are here.
Bring it baby.
No, we are here.
Bring it out now.
No, we're here.
Bring it round now. Bring it through now. Bring it up now.
No, we're here.
And sing. Give yourself some money applause. Nice. The elephant smiled. That was clear as a bell. You kangaroos, you surely heard that very well. I heard no small voices, and you didn't either. And the young kangaroo pouch said, yeah, mate, me neither. Let's go, they shouted. Gauge the big mug. Lasso his stomach out with like 10,000 miles of road. Now Horton fought back as they started to haul him into his cage. And he managed to call back to the mayor. Whoa. This is a big struggle between the chicken and the elephant. As he was calling back, he had the inspiration come through him. You know when they tell the stories of strength, of like when a building falls on someone and then all of a sudden they can lift it up? It was this kind of story. But this time, instead of internal strength, it was vocal strength. When Horton spoke, instead of his voice coming out, it was now the voice of Mariah Carey. And the words that he said in the voice of Mariah Carey were, don't give up, I believe in you all. Don't give up, I believe in you. Very nice. Now it's your turn. A person's a person.
No matter how
So the
small.
man grabbed a tom-tom. He started to smack it, and all over Whoville, they whooped up a racket, make some noise, beat on the ground, beat on the table. They beat up our skittles, on garbage pail tops, and on cranberry cans. And Horton called back, I can hear you just fine. And the kangaroo's ears, they're not as strong quite as mine. Are you sure? Every who down in Whoville is working. Quick, look through your town. Is there anyone shirking? Through the town rushed the mayor, from the east to the west, then back to the east, then on through to the west, to the window. I'm just kidding. Okay.
To the wall.
Everyone seemed to be doing their best. And just as he felt he was getting nowhere and almost about to give up in despair, the man suddenly burst through a door. And that man discovered one shirker quite hidden away in Fairfax apartment 12J. A very small shirker named Jojo was standing, just standing, and bouncing a yo-yo, not making a sound, not a yip, not a chirp. And the man rushed inside and he grabbed the young twerp. This, cried the mayor, is your town's darkest hour. So open your mouth, lad, for every voice counts. Thus he spoke as he climbed, as he got to the top. The lad cleared his throat, and he shouted out to with us. Yeah! One more time. Yeah! That yup, that one small extra yup put it over. And finally at last, from the speck on that clover, the voices were heard. They rang out clear and clean. And the elephant smiled. Do you see what I mean? They have proved they are persons, no matter how small, and their whole world was saved by the smallest of all. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, how true. How true, said the big kangaroo. Yeah, from now on, you know what, we're going to protect them with you. And the young kangaroo pouch said, yeah, mate, sorry about it, me too. From the sun in the summer, from the rain when it's foolish, we're going to protect them, no matter how smallish. Family, can we get a round of applause for the cast and crew of Horton Hears at home? Now, did you just see what I saw? Who is it? Cat in the Hat is here? I thought I saw. Cat's here. Everyone say hi, Cat. Welcome. Cat, welcome in. Were you listening to our story the whole time backstage? Yes, that's so.